Hello, it is 10:50 p.m. and I have yet to go to the gym. Today's been an interesting day, and I really like the light that's in the back of me. It looks pretty freaking neat. But anyways, I'm not really sure what I'm going to talk about. Just a couple minutes ago, I was all over the place. I was on Google, I was on YouTube, I was not on Facebook, thankfully. I don't really want to do Facebook anymore because what I found is that I'm just comparing myself to other people and it just makes me feel like crap. And I don't want to do that. And ultimately, there's just a couple things that I want to look for. And I just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling until I find those things. And then it doesn't make me feel better when I do find them. So, what's the point in doing that anyway? So, it's just a waste of time. Man, I'm talking fast. I wish I could have this sort of enthusiasm at work. Speaking of work, I'm still working, or working might not be the correct word. I'm at work and I'm there. And yeah, well, I've been talking to my coworkers a little bit, trying to associate with them and try and get some work done. But right now, we're in a kind of transitionary phase where a lot of people just finish up their projects and they're working on new projects, and there's nothing really I can check because I'm just a junior engineer and I don't know Jack, and Jack doesn't know me. So when we become familiar, then maybe I'll do to work on some projects and do some back checks for calculations and stuff like that. But for now, I will sit at my desk and pretend to work. That's not completely true. What I'll do is I'll check my plans for the project that I'm going to be working on in the summertime, doing some observation work for a bridge deck overlay and then some pedestrian bridges. Got to make sure those pedestrians can cross the bridge properly, because you never know. And so yeah, got to check those plans. And overall, the day was decent. Looking back at it now, during the day I was kind of anxious. Well, not kind of, I was. I was anxious at work, and which is kind of a normal occurrence for me. I'm pretty much anxious every day at work. And I think that's just because I have maybe an inferiority complex as compared to some of the people. Most of my coworkers have been there maybe 15 to 20 years. I'm the newest engineer on staff, and I don't really know anything. And I'm a little afraid to ask, and so I need to work on that. And I think the first step in that is realizing what I can do, what I've already done, what I'm trying to do, and make a game plan for how to get that done. And I know that's a lot of talk, and it's easy to talk. It's difficult to do. And what I've noticed just throughout making this little video right here is my voice is getting more hoarse and hoarse. And I don't like that. I want to have a consistent, not consistent, but I want to be able to fluctuate my voice level, my tonation, and show some emphasis, some confidence, and just become better at socializing. And I think this video is quite a bit better than yesterday's. And part of that reason might be because I spoke to my parents for an hour and a half or so earlier today, and that we had a pretty good conversation. It wasn't anything too important, just about my car and what I'm going to be doing this summertime. And I took a two and a half, no, not two and a half, probably about I'd say 2 hour nap, if you want to call it a nap. I was just kind of laying here trying to fall asleep after work from about 2 to 7:30, 2.5 hours, and woke up from that pretty pumped up, which is not what I want. I mean, it's good for me to go to the gym and have excitement there because I'm pretty pumped about that. But then again, it's 11 o'clock at night, and I should have this sort of energy early in the morning when I need it at work, because I want to be a better employee. And I can't do that if I'm going to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning. So, alrighty.